There we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to the world of Viridia, our long-term Minecraft world where we are trying to automate everything as much as possible, going for a solar punk aesthetic in our design, at least for the overworld, but ideally for everything, and just trying to have a good time, ultimately, and maybe learn some stuff along the way. So, yes, tonight we are working on the filters that come out of the bartering farm. Right now, the gold farm is set up such that gold flows into some auto crafters, gets crafted into all the things it can be crafted into, and then goes into the bartering farm. That's as far as we've gotten. So now we're going to be working on the next piece right after the bartering farm that takes those items and sorts them out from each other and starts putting them into their own storage systems. And pumped up to the top like the gold items were before. So that's kind of where we are. What we're working on tonight, we do have a bit of redstone that we've managed to gather up, some extra chests that we have laying around, plenty of iron and wood and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. So let me switch perspectives here. Nope. There it is. Okay, so we will head on down and get going on it. We learned our lesson from last stream, and I'm hoping we did. We should go in shield raised, because you just never know. Alright, so this is kind of where we left off last time. We've got 6 piglins named and in these modules so that they are ready to do some bartering as soon as gold comes down their way. So this is kind of where we're going to be working tonight. I think we're going to rearrange this just a little bit so that rather than having these flow in this direction, they'll actually flow down across the bottoms here, and then this will go wherever we need it to go. Because we sort of need to bring the items down back over this way so they can get into an elevator right here. First thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and get these turned. Okay, so now we're gonna basically bring this back around such that it is going right here into this slot. Actually, we can save ourselves the hop right here and just use a chest, because the one will push down, the other will pull down. Really no reason to not do it like that. It just saves us materials. So that's all this needs to go for the moment, because the filter is going to be underneath this. I actually need some gravel, which I did not bring with me. We're gonna have to go grab some. Actually, while we're up here, we might want to find some of the other filter items as well. Let's run to the overworld and get as many of the other items as we can grab. When we're putting this away, we can grab ender pearl, because I know that's one of the items. Okay, so grab 1 string. Oh, 2 of them. Well, that's an interesting way to double up our arrow supply that I didn't know about. Click the fire charge. That helps us. Perfect. Yeah, this is going to take a minute. I'd say that was productive. I've got 3 of the items we need for filters. We are actually experiencing rain on stream again, so tradition fulfilled. And we need some soul sand, which I don't know how we'll carry. So we are so full up on stuff. You know what? This is empty. I do need a single block of blackstone, which I've definitely got. I'm going to need another brick, so we have quartz, so we need to put 1 of those into the bundle. Thank you. Right here. So yeah, the only item not here that should be here is the dried ghast, which I'm pretty sure you need 8 ghast tiers to make. Definitely going to need either more gas tiers or to just get it through bartering. And in fact, I think we will go ahead and do that. I'm going to go grab some gold, and hopefully we can do some bartering and get lucky and get a dried gas. All right, so we got 25 ingots. You know, the chances for dried gas are not super high when you're bartering, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Dried gas. Well, that worked well. Alright, and cool. So that's one filter setup, and it's going to basically push all of those items into an item elevator. So dropper tower is kind of the first thing on the list here to do. So let's work on that. That section is set up. Now we can head back downstairs and work on the actual functional bit at the bottom, as well as making the torch tower. Torch tower is done. So now, if I recall correctly, to do the silo, we need 7 hoppers and 10 chests. So yeah, let's work on that. So we're basically building the storage silos for this item, the gravel from the bartering farm. Okay, silo is officially set up. And now we just need to do the shut-off system for the item elevator. That's the shut-off system. It's going to be 9 hoppers, so let's make those real quick, get them set up, because it's really the last part of this, and then put the wall on top, and we can move on to the next thing. Doesn't matter if it's a hopper or chest, so yeah, save ourselves the materials. And yeah, this can go right here. Alright, so that is the first filter coming off of the bartering farm, and the systems attached to it completely done. What to do next? I was thinking about spectral arrow, and I think that's probably the way to go. Let's go ahead and do that. get them in place right quick. Pretty sure I just saw a piglin fall to their, or a zombified piglin fall to their death. Yeah, there's that group there. They're trying to get as close as they can to the turtle eggs, and I think they pushed one of their buddies over the edge. Oh, that's always fun. Alright, so this is all connected up. If I had all of the planks that I need to cover this, I would do so. Right now I don't, but we'll get them as we put in the dropper elevator, which is actually our next task. There we have it. Now let's go back down and do the workings, and then the torch tower. That part. Torch tower is in place. Grab this and get started on the silo. Shut off for the item elevator. And if it is how it was before, we're going to need 8 hoppers and 1 chest to connect the filter over to the elevator. That is our spectral arrow. Actually officially done. We need to test this. We'll also make sure that this does not accept any spectral arrows. It's okay. Yep, you can see all that going. Why is that? That definitely should not be flashing. Okay, I sent 13 spectral arrows through the system. I would expect them all to have made it to their storage. Okay, we got 12 of them, and that's pretty normal. One of them might be stuck in the filter or somewhere in this elevator, and truthfully, I'm totally fine with that. I'm going to check the filter. That's the first most likely place. Yeah. Sometimes one gets caught right here in the filter, so you end up with 2 of the items in the filter instead of just 1. That's not a big deal at all. These should not be changing. That's curious. I mean, it clears pretty much immediately, so it's not really a problem in the strictest sense of the word. This is definitely how I've been doing it. My only thinking is that maybe enough items build up in here fast enough. No, it should only be 1 at a time. Even if they build up here, this would only feed them 1 at a time. Now there is room to do a subtraction mode thing. I'll have to do some testing and to see like how far a signal 1 item goes. So that's all set and ready to go. Like I said, we'll work on the the locking system. See if we can refine that a little bit so it doesn't flash. It just like is either on or off. But yeah, obviously not a full hindrance or anything because everything made it where it was supposed to go. Question is what item to do next. We could do Ender Pro, we could do Fire Charge, or we could do the Dried Ghast, the light gray. Honestly, I think we could go that direction. Alright, so now that is all good and set up. Next step is putting in the droppers. That section is done. Now to go back downstairs and do the workings for the elevator. Okay, that is the workings, and now we just need a bunch of torches and a bunch of wool. And we'll go ahead and start building the torch tower here. Alright guys, well this is about all we have time for tonight. It was definitely a productive night. We got these two systems behind me, the pink and the gray for gravel. Gray's the gravel and pink is for the spectral arrows. Completely done. So that's perfect. Filters and shut-off systems and silos and elevators, the whole deal. And then over here with the light gray is our dried ghast system, and it is most of the way done. We have the filter, the elevator completely done. We just need the silo and the shut-off system, which we will pick back up in the next stream and finish off then. But yeah, it's definitely a great stream. Like I said, we got a lot done. I'm very glad you have been able to make some progress on this. I do appreciate everyone coming, hanging out in the chat, and also for you future viewers. YouTubers, thanks for coming and watching. Everything's in a good state. The loop is stable, so we're going to let it run. Yeah, until next time, I'll see you all in the next cycle.